We didn't have great flow on the mound tonight. Unfortunately, Patrick got nicked up in the one inning, gave up a big inning and a big crooked number, and we couldn't really recover from that. The fastball command probably wasn't as sharp as it's been for Patrick. The breaking ball wasn't as consistent as well, and I think you add all that up, and a team that's capable of taking advantage of mistakes, like the San Diego Padres, they put up a big number. And I thought we did a good job offensively of closing down that deficit. We came within a couple of runs and left the bases loaded, and then the big 2-out base hit by Margot was a big difference maker. I think it took the momentum right away from us, and got to give him some credit.
How about for you? I mean, you go ahead there and you have Shipley, and you're probably thinking multiple innings with the switch.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you're matching it. Everything becomes a different game, right?
Yeah, exactly. You could see, we double switched David. It's tough to take him out of the game. 1 point and 8-0. I'm thinking about getting a bunch of guys off their feet, and my thought was, David was first, and then I had a couple of other guys that were down in the order, and it was just going to continue happening. But offensively, we did a great job. We stayed with it, and you're right. I wanted to stay with Braden for as long as we possibly could, 2, possibly 3 innings, and save the bullpen a little bit. But offensively, we made some adjustments and closed up that gap really good. So it was nice to see.
You showed that resiliency with the big inning, but did you see what you wanted right out of the gate offensively with the club and in the other areas? I mean, obviously Patrick controls a lot of the game as the starting pitcher, but did you see any kind of letdowns?
I think that the first couple innings we were maybe a little bit of a hangover after the day off, and what's to be expected. I think it takes the guys a little bit of time to get into rhythm, and after the day off, so to be expected. I know that, and I thought that once we needed to lock it in, we did, but the deficit was a little too great for us to overcome. So the guys rebounded, did a good job offensively. Just unfortunately that we'd given up. It had been fortunate that we'd given up so many runs up to that point.
Patrick was kind of hit hard the first 3 innings, but kind of got out of it. With the turning point, maybe he had Lyles up with 2 out in the 4th, and the broken bat single to center kind of opened the floodgates.
For me, I think that was a tipping point for him. Wiggled out of a jam early. We had the big play by Herm and Descalso to knock down Margot at home plate. Thought that was a key moment. But with the bases loaded and 2 outs, and you make a mistake to Lyles, who's a good athlete, on a pitch out over the plate, and he takes advantage of it. It wasn't a particularly well-hit ball, but it was enough, and that was 2 big runs. And I think it may have distracted Patrick, and you could see what happened after that. So I agree. That was a tipping point for the game for me.
Do you have any concerns about this was kind of a setback for him mentally?
No, minimal concern for me, almost zero, because he's proven that he can come back from outings like this, as all of our starters have. So I know Patrick will spit this one out and be ready for his next start. I'm very comfortable saying that.
You got the matchup you wanted to win when you batted for Chris, but was he taken out? Was he hurt a little bit on that backswing?
No, I just felt like we had some depth on our bench, and I liked the matchup with Rosales and Iannetta, and I felt like it was going to help us continue building the inning and hopefully score some runs. So, no, Herm was fine. It was just a matter of getting a good matchup there.
You mentioned, tell us how Goldie came out of his pregame routine.
Right. Goldie was available. So what I had talked to him about was late in the game, we're gonna crank this thing back up one more time, and we're gonna know that you're gonna be used. I didn't want to have it be a yes, no, yes type of a situation. So the criteria that I had built up and was going to follow, and he was well aware of it, was late in the game, most likely in the 9th inning, off of hand in a good situation to help us tie the game or go ahead.
All runs count the same, but when JD hits a homer, is there just more electricity everywhere?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think when he comes up to home plate, you get a little closer to the game, and you get on the edge of your seat, and you think, when's this going to happen? And it was a key moment. It was a 2-run home run that got us right back into the game. And the guys followed in back of that and scored 2 more runs. So, yeah, they do all count the same. But, when there's a part of our lineup that comes up to home plate, you just get a little bit more anxious and a little closer to the action because something good's about to happen.
How nice was it to see Fuentes sit at pitching?
was a great moment for us, and for Ray, it was a big hit and a well-deserved moment. He works hard for those moments. He's been a very, very capable pinch hitter for us, and I've sunk him into some key situations, and he's come through. So it got us off the ground a little bit and brought the game to 8-2 and gave us a little bit of life. It was a big hit for Ray.